Tired of scrolling through all the streaming services trying to find something to watch? Well, I got good news for you. I have 5 films that I recommend that you might be interested in this weekend to watch. Companion is a 2025 sci-fi thriller. I know what you're going to say. This isn't really a horror movie. No, it's not. Sci-fi thriller. However, I think there's horror elements to it. It gets bloody. It gets wild. And I know this one had mixed reviews. Some people liked it, some didn't. However, I thought this was a pretty fun movie. And if you don't know what Companion's about, it's about a weekend getaway at a remote cabin turns into chaos. An android built for human companionship has gone haywire. At first, it wasn't supposed to reveal that she was a android, but the trailer kind of gave it off. I mean, if they kind of left that like a surprise, maybe it intrigued more people. However, I did enjoy this one. I thought it was pretty fun. If you didn't see it yet, it's now streaming on Max, so check this one on out. Abruptio is a 2023 animation horror film. This one is unique. It's going to be very uncomfortable, and I'll let you know that right off the bat. I did recommend it to a few people already, and they told me how uncomfortable they got with it. However, I think this is a very creative film. It has a stacked cast, which actually intrigued me. It has Sid Haig, which is his last film before his death. It has Jordan Peele in it, Robert Englund, and Christopher McDonald, just to name a few. This one's about a guy named Les Hackle. He's down on his luck, wakes up to find an explosive implanted in his neck. He has to do heinous crimes to stay alive. So you can imagine how crazy this film will get. But I was just impressed at how creative and different it is compared to other films out there. So if you didn't see this one yet, it is streaming for free on Tubi. Why not check it on out? Wolfman's a 2025 horror film. This one, surprisingly, I did like. I seen so many bad reviews on it, like with my friends on Letterboxd, and then some people I talk to here and there about movies, because I love horror films, so they'll bring them up. I happened to just watch this one last night. I was impressed with the cinematography. I mean, the cast wasn't too bad. And for being a Blumhouse movie, I know that could be a hit or miss, and I think that was a turnoff on people. As well as this was a different take on the Wolfman. It's not like your classic, everyday, like werewolf, Wolfman type film. However, it was a bit different. I did enjoy it. I believe if you're looking for something unique, different, and if you're a fan of Blumhouse, you may like this one. Even if you're a classic Wolfman fan, I think somehow you'll appreciate this one. So, it is streaming on Peacock, and if you have a Peacock account, go check this one on out. Monkey Shines, 1988 horror sci-fi film, directed by George A. Romero, starring Jason Bay. This one's about a man who becomes a quadriplegic after a horrible accident. His friend Jeffrey, who is conducting experiments with monkeys, offers the man a well-trained monkey named Ella to keep him company and raise his spirits. Yeah, I don't think it's going to raise his spirits much. If you didn't see this movie yet, I think this one's a good one. It's definitely a classic. It's a little different from George Romero's work. However, I still thought it was a fun movie. It gets violent, terrifying, and you learn to hate that monkey near the end of the movie. So if you didn't see this one, it's streaming on demand on Pluto TV for free. So check this one on out. Moon is a 2009 sci-fi film directed by Duncan Jones, which is David Bowie's son, starring Sam Rockwell and Kevin Spacey. Alright, this isn't really a horror film, but I feel like this one I wanted to mention because it's not really talked about, and I think it's like a hidden gem I found. I was watching it at work the one day, and it kept my attention the whole time. So Sam Rockwell plays an astronaut named St. Bell, He's on a 3-year shift, and he's waiting for it to come to an end, but his health declines, and he meets up with a possible clone of himself, which is like a younger version of Sam. And you have Kevin Spacey's character, which is Gertie, which is a robot that's supposed to care for Sam. So you see that throughout the film. But he's determined to get home to his wife and daughter. And it doesn't go drag on. It's not like a slow burn or anything. And it's only an hour and 30 minutes, so it's not like a long movie by any means. So if you like astronaut type movies, like sci-fi, weird mystery type sci-fi movies, this one should be on your list to check on out, because like I said, it's not talked about, and I believe this one's definitely a gem that I highly recommend.
Thanks for watching. Hopefully you take all my picks into consideration to watch this weekend, because they're really good and I highly recommend those picks. The Basement Dweller will see you on the next one.